just like every other year for the last 3 or 4 years. Chasing elk, opening day, September 1st. Game plan this morning was to come in real early and try and get into a tree stand. But I had a delay. I'll talk about that a little bit later. Just wanted to get an intro in here. I'm still a quarter mile away from my tree stand. It's about an hour past legal light. I'm just making my way in slowly. Lots of elk sign in here. So, who knows, might see one on the ground. Beautiful day, hardly any wind. Just taking my time getting in there. Well, not an ideal start to the season. good shot on that elk. And the worst thing is I don't think I got it on. Well, that's not the worst thing. The worst thing is I made a bad shot. But I don't even think I got it on video. Some of the worst video that I've taken. It's gonna take a minute here to calm down a little bit. I'll get back to you guys. Well, it's been about half an hour since I shot that elk. It's not a good shot at all. But he was bleeding really bad. So, the shot was back further. And that's my mistake. He was trotting when I shot. I put my pin basically right on his front shoulder as he was moving. And by the time the arrow got there, it hit him kind of in between his midsection. Might even got further back than that. I can hear him back in the woods. He actually went up behind me and bedded down. I could see him. And then he turned around a few minutes ago and he came back down into this bottom here. Got a really good look at him walking down in there. I mean, he's definitely hurting. Gonna have to give him a lot of time. I'd like to sneak in and try and get another shot at him, but probably just end up pushing him. So, probably give it 3 or 4 hours before I do anything. Just Alright, I just got down from the tree. I'm gonna go and try and find that spot where he walked down into this bottom here and hopefully pick up a blood trail from there. So I found blood. Decent blood too, but I've had decent blood trails before and lost animals, so hopefully this one leads to a nice dead bull elk. Just came across one of his beds. There's a lot of blood. A lot of blood. But these are always nervous. Just have to figure out where he went from here. In the last 15 yards, he's bedded down He's definitely been dead for a while. I'm a little bit at a loss for words right now. I'm gonna get him kind of loosened up, and then I'll do another little video for you guys here. But to say that I'm happy to have found this guy is an understatement. I'll get him situated a little bit better and be right back. All right, here he is. 2024 bull elk in the books. Reminds me a lot of 2022 when I got a bull on opening day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 5. Nice young bull, probably 3 years old, something like that. First and foremost, he is going to be absolutely delicious. Cannot wait to put the fresh back straps on the grill. Probably tomorrow. By the time I get out of here, probably won't be grilling tonight. Just address the shot. The shot obviously not exactly where I wanted it. He was moving when I shot. I put the pin right on his front shoulder, and that wasn't quite enough to compensate for the movement. Hit him a touch far back. He didn't go a long ways. Like he went up, he bedded behind me, and then he walked down about 10-15 minutes later and got right down in here. I'm from the tree stand, I'm 100 yards. So definitely hit, you know, something lethal in there. A little bit longer to die than what I would like. But did the right thing. Stayed in the tree, waited it out. I gave him a good 4 hours before I got in here and came to look. And here he is. A little bit about the day. So I left home really early. I wanted to be in the tree stand this morning, right, you know, within the first 45 minutes of the day, because it does take me a little bit to get in here. Got to my spot and the trail was closed. Not accessible, and I was just in here 3 weeks ago. Couldn't get in. And 3 weeks ago I could get in, so I had to take the long way in, and didn't get in the tree stand until almost 2 hours. Once I got in the tree stand, I dropped my camera out of the tree. That camera has been through a lot. I've ran it over, I've dropped it out of a tree now, and it just keeps taking video. So definitely thought that things were against me today, but lo and behold, just feeling, as always, super blessed. So fortunate to do what I get to do, and I know all you guys feel the same, and ladies if you're watching. But I have got a lot of work to do now. I don't have any help. I'm about 4K from the truck. I got to get this guy all quartered out and packaged up tonight, and then probably, haul them out tomorrow, but I want to get the meat taken care of before it gets any warmer out. So anyways, thanks guys for watching. Really appreciate it. Hopefully you guys enjoy. We'll see you on the next one. Something new for this year. I've actually partnered up with somebody in the hunting industry for the first time in a long time, and it's a company called Klitsch Outdoors. They started sending me game bags last year, and that's what they specialize. They specialize in making game bags. I think their motto is or what they really kind of pitch about their product is they're washable, reusable, and they're durable. I have a set of elk bags and I have a set of moose bags. I haven't used the moose bags yet, but I used the elk bags last year on a mule deer, and now I get to use them on an elk. And I've been really, really impressed so far. But this would be the first time I've used the elk bags for elk. So we're going to put them through the test and see. But so far, really liking it. It's Klitsch Outdoors. Find them on Instagram, and it'll take you right to their website. You can check me out on Instagram as well, and there's a link to their site from there as well. But Klitsch Outdoors game bags, probably the best I've ever used. So I've got both quarters on this side off in the game bags. I've taken the back strap off. I'll finish cleaning up what neck meat I can get on this side, and then what I'll do is I'll flip it over. I know a lot of you watching have done this and you've been on your own before. For those of you that you know do this for the first time, and trust me, I'm no expert, but since I'm by myself, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get the meat off this animal as fast as I can and into the bags. I'll worry about carrying it out later, but I want to get it out of the weather, away from the bugs, and in those game bags, so that we don't lose or risk any of the meat going sour. So this is what you do when you're on your own, or this is what I do when I'm on my own. Front quarter, back straps, neck meat, and then I'll just roll it over, because now this side is completely done and I don't care about it getting dirty. I'll just roll it over and then start on the other side. Well, sun's going down and I'm bagged, and I didn't bring enough water. I haven't had a drink of water in over 4.5, 5 hours.
So, moral of the story, when you go out for a day hunt and you're expecting to shoot something, because we don't go out not to expect to shoot something, pack enough water. I've cached all my meat about 1.5 kilometers away. I got the back straps, neck meat in my pack now, and I'm going to take that out with me. And I'll be back tomorrow to pack everything else out. What a day. What an adventure. I just wish I had some more water. Oh. So I want to just jump on here and finish off the video with a couple of comments about the hunt in general, some of the stuff that I'm using. First, we'll get started right from where we left off. Obviously, it's today is the next day. Well, maybe not obviously. It's another day if you're watching this. It's the next day. Late in the afternoon, was able to get all the rest of the meat packed out. A buddy of mine came and gave me a hand, and we had everything out of there by 1 o'clock this afternoon. But going back to last night, that last clip, you guys can see how exhausted I am, and it was another two hours and a bit before I got back to the truck with that last load. I had all my gear, my bow, I had that bag of back straps and the neck meat and everything. I don't know how much that pack weighed, but it was heavy, but the point I want to make is on the water. I really learned a valuable lesson on how much difference water can make, and how much a body needs water. So I struggled the last 4 or 5 hours of the day. I really struggled, and it got so bad last night that when I finally got back to the truck and was on my way home, I started to break out in chills. And it was hot yesterday. It was about 24-25 degrees Celsius. And I started to get chills, and then I got home. I had about a 10-minute hot shower, warmed up, and then about half an hour later got the chills again. My body was really going through some pretty bad things. So fast forward, I filled my body full of fluids last night. This morning again, lots of water, lots of electrolytes. Go back in, and packing out the rest of the meat today was a cakewalk. I mean, it wasn't hard at all. Well, I shouldn't say it wasn't hard at all. They're heavy packs, but when you compare it to yesterday, night and day difference. So the moral of the story here, and what I want everybody to understand, is water makes a difference. Do not go into the backcountry without enough water. Make sure that you pack enough water. So, on to the products. So, I get a lot of questions, and I don't do product plugs very often, hardly at all. But I do get a lot of questions, and I get comments on videos and Instagram on what products I use. So, first of all, just wanted to give you guys a quick update on the game bags. So, the game bags, which I have already washed and dried. So these are the, one's got a little bit of soap on it there. The detergent must have been spilling out on the way home. So here's the game bags. This is after they've been washed, dried. And I'm telling you what, you guys, it did not cool off last night as much as I thought it would. And I hung that meat in a tree, 1/4 in each bag. When I dropped the meat off this afternoon at the butcher's, you would not know that meat had sat for, or had been on a dead animal for over 24 hours. That's how good the meat looked, and no dirt. I mean, I put you know, once I got the bags filled, you know, I'm laying them on the muskeg and the dirt and stuff, and you know, some of the blood leaked out, but none of the dirt got through. So I'm telling you what, Klitsch Outdoors, incredible game bags. Find them on Instagram. If you can't find them, look me up, DJB Outdoors on Instagram, and there's a link right to their website. That is the only product that I am sponsored by. That's the only one that you guys will hear me talk about on a continuous basis. I don't do partnerships or sponsorships very often, hardly at all, and I won't do them unless there's something that I 100% stand behind, and that is a quality product. Quickly on my bow, I shoot an Obsession DEFCON 6 set at 65 pounds. I've had that bow for quite a few years now. Keep saying that I'm gonna trade it in, but never do, because it just keeps knocking down animals. I shoot Easton arrows, 4 vein, went to a 4 vein this year. I shoot the 4mm, so the thin, the small diameter arrows, 250 grain, and for the moose and elk, I use the QAD Exodus broadhead, 100 grain. I find with the big animals, I want that arrow to pass through. I want an entrance and an exit hole, and I have yet to use an Exodus on an animal where it doesn't go all the way through. Just to let you guys know, I do use the Rage as well, but only on deer. So QAD Exodus 100 grain broadhead. And then that's about it. Like the pack that I use is an Alps Outdoors pack. Excellent day pack, but really can put on some weight there when I need to get things out of the bush. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, especially kind of the education part towards the end here. Really appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you on the next hunt. Hopefully another elk hunt, maybe Jordan, Jeremy. We'll see.